and welcome to a live cast Men of War game with me, Anuki Titaru. And it's a 2v2 on farmland with 180 command points to play with yet again. It's going to be fantastic. On the far left hand spiders! Insert one coin. And ignoring any mistakes we made there, we have Staker on the right hand side, who is a mid-ranking player with a ranking of 516 smackaroonies. It's gonna be special times as he captures the island and moves off into the center. Both players actually doing the good thing and going for the center. They are both going to help out in the center, but maybe this left-hand side will actually be heavily fought for. Our opponents for today, if you have not magically guessed who it is, we have Laubox. Laubox has returned to the game. He's not played in a long time. This might be the first game he has played in a while. I don't know, like months and months have passed. And his teammate is Rob Wolf 93. Rob Wolf, that sounds like Game of Thrones. And it's Sunday! It's Sunday, which means a new Game of Thrones is going to come out tomorrow. As we shouldn't press tab again. Pressing tab is a bad idea. There's Laubox on the left-hand side, moving in to the center zone from an awkward angle. Is he going to get behind that? No, he might easily be taken out by a single grenade or this one single rifleman. He's missing at this range and smashing the glass of the greenhouse as well. Go away, hair. Disgusting! Absolutely disgusting. There was a grenade there and a tree fell. Which was much better than what was going on like real life. In the meantime, Staker though has moved right up here. Rob Wolf just trying to defend this area with a few measly sandbags. He's doing okay so far. And the left-hand side, Laubox moving right up here, chucking off a grenade. The game feels slightly slow as well. I don't know why that is, but Laubox is taking that zone. He's got a whole squad to deal with. Will he be able to be the true hero? He's only got an M1 Garand, but it's a superior rifle to all of these soldiers. He brings up a second soldier, but no, it's not gonna happen. Dramatic fall, and all the soldiers just don't care that he's dead. We're going to continue firing at him. Some grenades to be had there. Laubox still moving up with single soldiers with a machine gunner behind that wall. It's a good place for a machine gunner considering the angle those guys are coming in at. But has to reload. That's awkward for him. Going to take some fire, but these are assault squad troops. They will be proficient in short range, not long range. Staker seems to have mostly dealt with the middle so far and focused most of his attention with a few soldiers just over on that side. So Rob Wolf kind of letting the team down right now. He needs to really get into Staker's face and smash him with a baseball bat or maybe a 2-2-2. In fact, no, Rob Wolf is not Germany. We are Germany. He can't have a 2-2-2. A Stuart is probably like the equivalent of annoyance level of a 2-2-2. About as much as you can get. It's not the same, but the same annoyance level. Stuart's a really fantastic light tank to bring. Lots of infantry on the field. We can do that because we have 108 command points to play with. Defense is down from insert coin. Laubox is trying to move around here, it seems. Getting a few soldiers in, but crawling them, trying to stay low and off the radar. Get some grenades up behind the sandbags, which is a good play from Laubox. Oh, we got a half-track moving in. That's going to destroy those sandbags from close distance. And we have no soldiers hidden around on this left-hand side for insert one coin. And I really want to do the Pac-Man voice as well. But it's going to not work. We got pinging on the map. Presumably from Staker, which is saying, like, you're losing this area. Do something about it. And he's going to do something about it. He's going to bring in some paratroopers. Paratroopers versus half-track. Laubox being a very strong player on the left-hand side. Staker almost being a very strong right-hand side player. He just needs to get into that zone. But he is maintaining control over this middle. It doesn't matter, though. You just got to get 3 control points. And there are 5 on the map. So holding this is perfectly viable. Laubox really putting on the pressure against these paratroopers, which would be a huge loss. They lose their sandbags, taking lots of fire from that half-track. Paratroopers really excel at taking out lower class infantry. Just not so much the half-track. They don't come equipped with any AT as well. He's left some paratroopers behind here, which I think is good. Still capping this area. Just look at the amount of bodies there. That guy's hiding in bodies. Over on the right-hand side, we've got a... Yeah, it's Goliath! It's a Goliath. But What does the Goliath intend to do? Is it like, oh fuck, he's got sandbags. Shit, man. We're gonna have to get some Goliaths out. Goliath will do it. Goliath is gonna certainly do the trick. Hiding it in the bush. I think maybe Rob Wolf might know that the Goliath is there. We've got an attack going off in the middle from Laubox, who's moved his half-track into the center. AT rifle, well positioned in the middle of the road. Because, like, you know, middle of the road is the least suspicious place to be. But the half-track doesn't see that. Infantry pouring in from Laubox, trying to get behind this house. This house is a regular annoyance, I would say. I like to blow the hell out of it with AT grenades or anything you can find, really. It just... Infantry constantly hide behind it. We had a lot of casualties there inflicted against Rob Wolf. Rob Wolf, oh, there's the Goliath explosion. We slightly missed it. There was a heavy machine gun there, I believe. Keyword was a heavy machine gun. And now we got lots of infantry crawling in. Volkstrom. They're going to check out and see if there's any dangers before better infantry moving. An MG42 as well, going to get a good position behind this fence or log or wall. It's a really good place, open field. Lukes is also meeting enemy infantry in the battlefield in the center. As Laubox hides behind that building, he's still contesting this light. So Laubox is fighting in two places at once. Meanwhile, Rob Wolf is kind of eating Goliaths. Eating Goliaths is team play. It's viable team play. It means that Laubox is not going to have any Goliaths to deal with. Insert one coin. Trying to hold two flags here. Need help. Who's talking to who here? I'm very confused. We had a Stewart tank which was absolutely abysmal, eaten by this well-placed Pack 41 light anti-tank gun. Now, how often do we see those? The Stewart tank still has its whole machine gun firing. That is good. It's trying to get rid of that machine gun. The Luxo is going to deal the finishing blows, I feel, to the Stewart tank, which is not able to rotate its main turret and not able to fire. The Pack 41 actually gets beats it to the punch and deals the finishing blow. 2 to 3. You're not meant to buy 2-2-3s. The half track is going to win this fight. If we had a 2-2-2 cannon, it would have taken out the half track from a good distance, but because it's a 2-2-3, and you can tell it's a 2-2-3 because it has that sort of mesh crappy stuff all around the top of it. 2-2-3 only has a machine gun in it, just a regular old machine gun, not a big, sort of like a 20mm cannon, AA gun-like effect to it. Really effective, really annoying unit to deal with, but so long as you have bazookas, you're going to be fine. You'll be able to deal with that. Laubox has actually managed to take care of the middle. Insert coin is the guy who's helping out in the center. But Staker is here as well. Don't forget that Staker is there. He's working hard. Rob Wolf, though, clearly the most interesting player of this game. Sending a whole squad to deal with this MG42. He's got these hard counters just nailed into his head. That whole squad is going to take out that machine gun. And it does. It's actually really surprising. I was trying to be sarcastic there, but it worked. It actually worked, that whole squad. Staker doing the whole P3 build as Laubox moves over here and just annihilates an entire squad of assault infantry. There's still some infantry hidden back here. Not yet fired, not yet revealed their own position, but... Insert coin, you've got a AT rifle. Just an AT rifle. And Staker, you are also to blame as well. You've got to help out your teammate. You've got to say, get that AT rifle, man. That will do it. That will finish him off. You've got to remember this is teamwork. These players are working with people that they've never worked with before. So they've got to make fast decisions and analyze their teammates and say, what are they capable of? What do they know? What don't they know? What do I need to tell them? What don't I need to tell them? Where do I need to be? Where are they going to be? What can I expect from them? All this sort of instant teamwork connectivity. Teamwork, connectivity has to be established very fast. And I think now, I mean, I wasn't really gonna sort of, you know, this wasn't the reason why I'm doing these live casts. I just wanted some games to play, but it's interesting. It's really, really interesting to see how these players will build some bondages. Bondages? Bondage. Bonds. Bonds! We're going for bonds. It sounds a bit odd, but I'm sure it's bonds. How will these players build bonds? M16, interesting decision, considering that's going to instantly lose to the Lukes, but it's still an interesting decision. I don't know why he's firing at the 223. The 223 is dead. The Lukes is closing in for the deal. It's going to fire at the engine. There we go. That's just entirely gone. And now Insert Coin is able to gain some footing, but Laubox, I feel he might have quite a bit of manpower in his pocket to spend. This dude has just constantly been spamming infantry, and it's not really done so much against the half tracks. The P3 is moved really far up, taking this flag. Staker doing very well. Rob, I'm going to be polite and say he's doing very well. Very polite indeed. His infantry is just eating up those HE shells. Staker doesn't know how to deal with like all this infantry dying right in front of him. It's certainly going to baffle me if my opponent just loses really badly. I'm going to be really concerned about what he might be doing in the future. Luke's moving up on the left. Laubox talking in all chat. Laubox is going to hold, like, I don't know, maybe a press conference on this one. I can't see what he's going to do on that right-hand side. He's focusing very much in the middle and the left and everywhere. Oh, yes, Lau with a bazooka shot. Lau, you've been watching my casts, haven't you? Oh, that was perfect. That was absolutely perfect. The Lukes is down. Laubox, again. Maybe Laubox is saving up some big units. Am I the only one seeing the negative scores? Yeah, that might be a compression issue right there on the top-hand screen. We are live. This is a live cast. Big Fish, Little Fish, Cardboard live cast. I can't actually stream at any high quality, I believe, because my internet will break big time. But sometime in June onwards, I get my internet increased to a 50 megabit connection, which means I should be able to upload or stream at double the quality, which will be really good. We'll have to see how that goes though. But it's June onwards. It doesn't actually say when it will be, but I don't know. That's Virgin Media for you. A huge infantry battle is going off with Laubox leading the charge with regular infantry just into fire from all these riflemen. Insert Coin barely holding on to this position right now. Rob doing very well. Absolutely fantastic to push back all of Staker's troops. This P3 is just so exposed that I assure you that Rob has approximately 20,000 tanks all lined up waiting to take Staker out of the equations, and then Laubox will be able to move in. Rob Wolf, thank you. Rob Wolf. We had Laubox lose something there. I can't be sure what he took out. I saw something on the top left, but I missed it. Now the P3 turns its attention back to the 20,000 tanks of Rob Wolf, who is unfortunately mostly laying down, sleeping with his infantry, making sure that they have good dreams. Insert Coin holding on to his left-hand point. This game is not over. It's still anybody's game. Anybody's game. Unless Laubox brings in something interesting. He's going to have to react to a Panzer IV though. Maybe he'll get another excellent bazooka shot. But Panzer IVs, one thing you need to know about them is these side skirts are a bastard. And that MG42 gunner on top is a bastard. And that turret is also, like, everything that's armor-wise about that Panzer IV is horrible for bazookas. We're getting some Panzer Grenadiers chucked in too. Wow, that's going to be good. We have a Hellcat. Hellcats are really a fantastic tank. They'll shut down all enemy armor. You can see the explosion there of the P3 exploding. A long-range tank, you don't want to get anywhere near anything that does any sort of damage. It doesn't excel in that sort of scenario. It just tends to blow up. Even light arms fire kills the Hellcat. It's so weak. He'll be able to take out this Panzer IV as well. Just as long as he gets a good shot, the Panzer IV and the Hellcat have both the same range. So Laubox has his work cut out for him. He has to do the better play. Otherwise, his Hellcat's going to be taken out. Now, the Panzer Grenadiers are moving in just to the right-hand side of this road, being hit by bar fire just behind that wall, which doesn't seem to be too much of a problem. These guys should be able to chuck themselves behind any sort of cover. Laubox charging down the road. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. This is not a good place for the Hellcat to be. Not good at all. But he is managing to do some fire. The P4 doesn't have the shot though. His turret is not aligned with the Hellcat. The Hellcat is just firing at what it can see, and that is that area right there. Reload fire. Yeah, he misses. The Hellcat is also awful at aiming. But really, he needs to put this tank behind a wall or something. The P4 is going to take one look at that and dispose of it instantly. Come on, Hellcat. You see, track damaged. It ain't moving. It ain't going to go. The P4 is backing away behind that house. It's the safest bet. But its turret, I mean, this is just a failure of dive control. He loses that Panzer IV now. Completely gone. No repairable. We can still repair the track on this Hellcat, though. We can get that back up. Oh my god, did that just take another shot? Jeez, that was destroyed! You were meant to be destroyed! And the tank commander bails out on fire, and he's just going to run around for a while and then, like, lay down there. He's probably dead from too much fire. But, wow, that taking a shot after it was dead does not happen regularly. That's not something that happens. Oh, now the Hellcat explodes as well! Ah, my god, explosion. That was a nice looking explosion, but what took it out? I can't be so sure. I think maybe it was it could have been a Panzerfaust. I don't see any Panzerfausts here. It wasn't that guy. It wasn't any of these guys. It wasn't that guy. It could have been that grenade. He could have tricked a grenade. It could have been that. I'm doing my detective work right now, and it's not the best detective work. We've got a whole squad moving in from Laubox, regular assault infantry, which are going to be mostly taken out by paratroopers, I'd say. The paratroopers really good at shooting. Assault squads, yeah, not so good at shooting. But this road is littered with vehicles right now. M16 could also be repaired. I would very much like to see that M16 back in action. Rob Wolf, how is he doing? He's swimming! He is swimming to the shore in MG42 fire. And look at the amount of... Oh, we got Brandenburger up here as well. Some of these guys have really decent weapons. MG42 for that Brandenburger as well. Oh my god, he needs artillery. Just become an artillery noob. That will be most effective right now. I can't think of a decent unit he can get that would do the trick apart from M8s. M8s are a US artillery piece, a small artillery piece you can buy with 1 hero point. We got a M4A3R2 D2 of a crocodile tank. I want to see this flame on. Yeah, we're gonna see some flame action. Burn those troops. Burn those. No, don't burn the greenhouses. No, they're growing oxygen for us to breathe. Meanwhile, infantry on the left-hand side progresses for Laubox as the right-hand side gets destroyed by the flame tank. The Panzer IV is a new Panzer IV. Actually, this is a brand new Panzer IV. Oh, it main guns the Croc. The Croc can fire its main gun, but it's probably not going to be able to now. I don't know if this is... I mean, there's lots of different damages you can actually take. Holy crikey, that Panzer IV is actually still working. I thought that got blown up. Maybe oh, this is a different Panzer IV. It's the old Panzer IV is gone. This is a new one. It must be. There's no way a tank can come back from red destruction. No way at all. So we have 2 Panzer IV H's on the field. That's going to be difficult to deal with for the US, but I'm sure Laubox might be able to do it. The Croc, though, talking about turret damage, your turret can receive damage in many different ways. First of all, you got the rotation. Your turret can be blown up in a way that it no longer can rotate left or right, or it can be broken in elevation. It can no longer look up and down. It can still rotate. It can be broken in both of those ways, which means it just can't do anything, but it can still fire. So as long as you can move the tank around, you can still aim that gun somewhat. Or you can have like just maximum amount of turret damage and not have any of that and not be able to move. And it's completely useless and it can't fire. So that's like the amount of detail in the Men of War tanks. It's not always all of them. It's sometimes one of them. It's sometimes 2 of them. And you can still do stuff with them based on that. We got a HMG from Insert Coin. Not the bestest of positions, but it is unlocking that road, preventing anyone from moving up there. If you could just find some decent cover, I think behind this wall will be alright. Any heavy cover is good. Rob Wolf, yeah, I thought this was Rob Wolf because he's moving in a big group. He is chucking his infantry, his entire infantry squad behind this building. I feel I feel a little sorry for Rob Wolf. He's chucked in with some high-level players, and Laubox is trying to carry him. But we currently, B-Team Army is on 63 points, and A-Team Army, that is the US, is on 13 out of 100. So a long way to go for them. 87 points to go. A mortar would be alright, but oh my god, we got a grenade go off on all those airborne. Staker trying to get another grenade off. It soars through the air. Those pipe bombs. Oh, sweet. I love that all the grenades are different in Men of War, and they're all sort of have different statistics. It's pretty sweet. Our H hiding behind the building. Our second H not hiding behind anything. That could be taken out by God knows what in the fog of war. We just don't know what Laubox will bring. But certainly if he brings one thing to counter this H, he's going to bring... Well, he's not going to bring anything. Whatever counters that H is going to counter that H as well. So he's... I don't know. It depends what Lau brings. He could bring an AT gun. That would be fine. A heavy M5 AT gun would do the trick. We lose a half-track in the middle, which had nothing on it. The 50 cal has been ripped off it. There's the 50 cal, stolen by Staker from a Brandenburger. Sweet. We got a radio uppage, destroying the HMG, but not the H. That reverses out the way just in time. We need to track these tanks, and then the radio op can actually call in artillery effectively. Radio ops are fantastic at that. Hellcats are fantastic at detracking. You can at least detrack something. The side skirts might prove to be a problem, but you can chip away at that. Also sluggers. Sluggers would also do the trick. It's a fantastic map for a slugger. We got more radio ops being called down. They should really maybe take care of these sandbags and buildings, preventing infantry from hiding behind it. I think Staker is now moving up on the far left-hand side of the greenhouses, taking fire, but not from well-armed troops, not well-skilled as well. He's just moving into this area, trying to create a beehive sort of effect, which I saw. Someone has got like tactics where they move into areas like this and try and hold it, and areas like this as well. It really creates a problem. We got artillery coming down here on this building, which is not good. The Allies want to keep this building. This is the building that they hide behind. So I think we're going to see some infantry fly into the sky as they run away. They might just get away just in time. Yeah, they do. Just in the nick of time as the US troops, AT infantry there, he gets shot. A Shafi is here as well supporting. The H's need to respond to this. Both of them on looking that Shafi. They should be able to fire through that wall as well. Taking a look at that shot. Performance shot by Laubox. Don't you stay in this game. Robert Wolf, what can you do with a Shafi? Your infantry play so far has been not abysmal. Just trying to be polite. Just trying to be polite. He might watch this later. He might watch it later. So he currently just looks at the MG42 and dies from all of the H's on the field. Straight outright gone from a single shot from that H. Laubox, really, you need to be pulling your weight. Where is Laubox? Wow, a mortar. We have an M1 mortar somewhere. M1 mortar in, like, there somewhere. There it is. There's the M1 mortar. I think maybe the H is just going to go for that. We have two H's. We can spare one H. We'll just drive over it. And whilst we're at it, we'll drive over all of the greenhouses too. Why not? I'm not sure a mortar is really a good decision right now. Really good early on. Farmland, I would say, in a 3v3 game is... You can actually just say, I'm going to go for a mortar right off the bat. And as long as you keep that alive throughout the entire game, it's a really good choice. I think this H is actually gone. It might actually take some damage. It could be tracked from this artillery strike. No, it's safe. It's safe. It gets out there just in time. The acceleration in this game is a bit slow, but they do accelerate. Radio uppage, not really getting any target that's decent enough apart from a heavy machine gun right now. Laubox coming in on the right hand side with infantry. These Rangers, they certainly look like Rangers. A H could take a side shot. We got a Stu-42. Stu-42 fires, and that is gone. That guy is flying through the sky. Faceplant. He was alive. He was unconscious, but then he takes a bullet to the face. The gunner is alive. We even got mines down here. Insert coin. Nicely done. You just wiped out an entire Ranger squad. entire Ranger squad is gone. So this game is about to end and descend into I'm fucking hungry, where's my food? I'm having a barbecue later. I just need to hold out until then. I guess though for now I can actually just say congratulations, like Staker and the other guy, insert coin. They played a good game. The M1 mortar has just been taken out by the Stu-42 by the looks of things. It's still operational. It just got decrewed. Well played, guys. Laubox being a nice guy. Well, Laubox, you did some good stuff at the start. You were aggressive as well. You even took care of the middle. Rob Wolf, you certainly did not let the team down in any way, shape or form. Insert coin, I like your mines, I liked your Stu-42, and I like the amount of H's you decided to bring to the field. Actually, this is a H from Staker, but you still brought 2 H's to the field, and I like that. The M16 was cool too. I mean, what more can I say? We'll go for another game after this, I guess, if we can find some more people. I need to sort of chill back and relax, though, on my commentary.